Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Diamonds in the Rough podcast, episode 4, a special Saturday night primetime edition tonight. Hope everyone out there is having a good Saturday so far and a good weekend as well. I'm going to go ahead and go over the last couple of weeks of the Creating Young Minds Undiscovered League, Week 9 and Week 10 recaps. I'll go ahead and get into the Week 9 recap first. But let me just go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Robert Strutt. I'm your host for the Diamonds in the Rough podcast. I also go by Big Shot Rob. All right. So, yeah, let me go ahead and get right into the recap of the games. I'll start off with Week 9. In the first game, the Undiscovered team took on EA Hoops. And the final score of that game was the Undiscovered team defeated EA Hoops 87 to 42. For the Undiscovered team, who won convincingly in this game, Damian Durham, a 6'4", 185-pound shooting guard from Cal State Bakersfield, led the way with 33 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. So he had a great game. Damian is Cal State Bakersfield is in the WAC conference, and Damian is the all-time 3-point record holder in the conference. So congratulations to him on the great game. His other teammates in this game, Jared Henderson and Balsa Bosovic, also both from the TBL's Louisville Leopards. They also had solid games. Jared Henderson, known as Jetpack J, finished with 10 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. And Balsa Bosovic posted a double-double with 18 points and 13 rebounds. As for EA Hoops, Kevin Smith, a 6'4", 170-pound prep school guard, was the lone bright spot for the EA Hoops squad in this loss. He finished the game adding 10 points. And that was it for the first game of the day, Week 9. Again, final score, Undiscovered team 87, EA Hoops 42. So the Undiscovered team defeated EA Hoops pretty convincingly. So congratulations to them on the win. Moving on to Game 2. In Week 9, we had a Creating Young Minds team versus the Pros. The final score in this one was Creating Young Minds 82, the Pros 70. In this one for the Creating Young Minds team, who won by double digits, a 12-point victory. Again, Damian Durham led the way again, this time finishing with 32 points and 6 rebounds. So another 30-point game for him, his second that week. Moving on. Also for the Creating Young Minds team, Mike Lenore, a 5'11", 165-pound point guard, also from the TBL's Louisville Leopards, and also a 2020 NBA draft prospect. Also had a great game with a 14-point, 13 assists, double-double. So congratulations to him on the great game. In addition to him, Lewis Trey Patterson III, a 6'4", 195-pound guard, and another guy from the TBL's Louisville Leopards scored 13 points to go along with 5 rebounds and 5 steals. All right. And finally, once again, Balsa Bosovic, a 6'7", 215-pound forward, had another double-double. This time he finished with 14 points and 10 rebounds. Okay, moving on. On the other side for the Pros team, who lost, CJ Carter and Dante Smith both led the way for the Pros team. Carter, a 6'4", 215-pound guard who formerly played in the NBA and NBA's G League with the New York Knicks and Texas Legends, respectively, scored 23 points and grabbed 5 rebounds. While his teammate Smith, a 6'5", 225-pound forward who formerly played in the Morocco Super League, posted a double-double with 21 points and 10 rebounds. All right. Finally, moving on to the third game of the day, the final game of the day. We had the Louisville Black taking on the Prospects. The final score in this one was the Louisville Black 69, the Prospects 45. In the impressive win for the Louisville Black, they were led by Jesse Williams and Marcus Brooks. These guys are both also teammates on the TBL's Louisville Leopards. Williams, a 6'7", 225-pound forward, poured in 28 points to go along with 5 rebounds, while Brooks, a 6'6", 190-pound forward, scored 21 points, grabbed 5 rebounds, and dished out 4 assists. All right, moving on. On the losing side for the Prospects team, Micah McCann, a 6'3", 185-pound high school guard, who is only, believe it or not, 16 years old, had 10 points and 6 rebounds. So congratulations to him. Hard to believe he's 16 years old and playing in a pro league like this. Must be pretty good if he can play in a pro league like this. So congratulations to him on the good game. Just want to give you guys a little bit of a recap so far of what's been going on with the Creating Young Minds Undiscovered League so far. So far this season in the CYM Undiscovered League, Jared Jetpack J Henderson, as they call him, and Balsa Bosovich are the 2 best rebounders in the league. Both of them really have a nose for the ball. As for being a great defender, no one is a better on-ball defender than Lewis Trey Patterson III, who can defend anyone the length of the court, 94 feet, which you don't see too much of in today's pro basketball games. Finally, other guys being looked at and mentioned by pro scouts watching the league are pure point guard Mike Lenore, forward Marcus Brooks, and high school sensation, who I just mentioned before, 16-year-old Micah McCann, whose potential is through the roof. So definitely be on the lookout for these guys in this league. If you get a chance to definitely check out the league and check out the social media and any videos, definitely check out the Creating Young Minds League, and definitely be on the lookout for these players in the league that are being looked at by pro scouts and given the opportunity to showcase their skills. All right. Okay, moving on to week 10. That was week 9 of the CYM Undiscovered League. Moving on to week 10. In the first game, we had the Undiscovered team take on the Louisville Yellow. The final score for this game was the Undiscovered team 85, the Louisville Yellow 54. For the victorious Undiscovered team, 5 players scored in double figures. A scout said they had great ball movement on the offensive side and was shocked to see full court pressure defense, which he had not seen in a while across all levels. The stars of this game were, again, Jared Henderson, Jetpack J, who finished with 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 steals. Also, Damian the Dream Durham, his nickname, the Dream. That was also Hakeem Olajuwon's nickname. They used to play for the Houston Rockets as a center. Damian Durham, the Dream, finished with 24 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. And again, Balsa Bosovich also had a good game, finishing with a double-double, 11 points and 14 rebounds. In addition to him, another guy that scored in double figures was Chase Winchester, who finished with 14 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals. Chase Winchester is a player from the University of Nebraska, Kearney. I think I mentioned him in one of my previous episodes. I talked about him a little bit. So he also had a great game, finishing in double figures as well. And then Lewis Trey Patterson III, who I mentioned earlier before, he finished with 14 points and 1 steal. So the Undiscovered team, had a pretty great game, having 5 players finishing double figures. Congratulations to all these young men performing at the highest level and contributing in big time ways to help their team get the victory. As for the Louisville Yellow, Charmaine Thomas, a 6'4", 185-pound point guard who played in Partizani, Albania. Hope I pronounced that right. Finished with a double-double. He had 13 points and 10 rebounds. His teammate, Rick Curry, a 6'9", 290-pound center from CSM Romania. I hope I pronounced that right also. Finished with 14 points, 5 rebounds. So congratulations to both those young men. They formerly played, overseas in Europe. So congratulations to them on good games for their team, despite the loss. Okay, moving on to the second game of the day, Game 2. We had the Creating Young Minds team again taking on the Prospects. The final score in this one was Creating Young Minds 80, the Prospects 68. For the Creating Young Minds team, the winning team, again, Damian the Dream Durham finished with 28 points and 3 rebounds, while his teammate, Mike Lenore, had a double-double, finishing with 27 points and 10 assists. So congratulations to those two young men again on great games, leading their team to victory. As for the Prospects, the losing squad in this game, Abraham Davalos, 5'8", 165-pound point guard from the TBL Basketball League, finished with 20 points and 7 rebounds. His teammate, Terrell Jones, a 6'5", 205-pound guard/forward from the TBL, the Basketball League, finished with 16 points and 4 rebounds. So again, congratulations to those two young men on great games despite the loss, and definitely keep up the good work. Okay, finally moving on to Game 3. We had the Pros team taking on the Louisville Black. The final score in this game was the Pros team 67, the Louisville Black 52. For the Pros team, Yashu Matu, hope I pronounced his name right, a 6'5", 195-pound combo guard, meaning point guard/shooting guard, who's only 18 years old, finished with 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals. While his teammate, Sterling Sanders, 6'3", 195-pound point guard/shooting guard, combo guard as well, finished with 13 points and 4 rebounds. CJ Carter, who I also mentioned before, also on the Pros team, who played in the NBA with the New York Knicks and Texas Legends. That's Texas Legends are part of the NBA G League. CJ Carter finished with 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. So congratulations to all 3 of those young men on great games and getting the win for the Pros team in this game. Moving on to the losing squad in this game, the Louisville Black. They were led by Marcus Brooks, who finished with 24 points and 6 rebounds, while his teammate, Kevin Booz, who's a 5'10", 180-pound point guard from Lamar University, finished with 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. So again, congratulations to those 2 young men on great games despite the losing effort. And that is pretty much it for the last 2 weeks of the Creating Young Minds Basketball League, Week 9 and Week 10. There are more games tomorrow. I think there might have been games today and tomorrow. So this will be Week 11 coming up of the Creating Young Minds Undiscovered Basketball League. So definitely be sure to look out for my next video next week. I'll be doing the recap of the Week 11 games as soon as all of them are final for next week. But moving on, I wanted to – tomorrow is championship game Sunday in the NFL. We have the AFC and NFC Championship games respectively. The NFC Championship game kicks off tomorrow at 3:05. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady going into Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field, to take on the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. So that should be a terrific game. It's a rematch. These 2 teams, did play earlier this year in Tampa. And Tampa, is the home of the Super Bowl. They did play earlier this year. And Aaron Rodgers in that game, I believe, had his worst game of the year. He threw 2 pick sixes. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers ended up creaming the Green Bay Packers in that game. 38-10 was the final. I remember watching that game earlier this year, and it was a pretty bad game for the Green Bay Packers, probably their worst game of the year. But it's good. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow at Lambeau Field. 3:05 kickoff. I'm going to go in and just give you a little preview and give you my picks for the game. It's definitely going to be cold tomorrow at Lambeau Field. I don't know what the temperature is going to be. I don't know if there's going to be snow or anything like that in the forecast. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be without one of their star wide receivers, Antonio Brown, who's out for the game with an injury. I'm not sure what the injury was. I think it might have been his ankle. I think it was an ankle sprain or might be his hamstring. But Antonio Brown, is out tomorrow for the Bucs. And I'm going to go ahead and give you my pick for this game tomorrow. I like the Green Bay Packers to win this game in a pretty much a revenge game for them. The first time they played Tampa Bay, they got their hats handed to them pretty good. And to me, the Green Bay Packers are just a different team playing at Lambeau Field. I have all the respect in the world for Tom Brady. I'm not saying he can't go into Lambeau and win a game, but I just think the Green Bay Packers right now, the way they're playing, being at home, to me, they're just playing on another level. And they're just a different team at home. And I think it's just going to be too much for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to overcome. But we'll see what happens because, the Bucs have a good defense. And, with Tom Brady, anything's possible. But, I do think the year that Aaron Rodgers has had, being, the MVP and what he's done this year, I can't see him losing at home at Lambeau. And, I think the Packers are going to win this game and go on to the Super Bowl in Tampa. I wouldn't be surprised if they blew out the Bucs tomorrow and won by double digits. But I also wouldn't be surprised if it's a close game. But we're just hoping for a good game tomorrow. And, like I said, I'm going to go with the Packers at home. I just think they're riding high with their offense. And, I just think it's going to be too much for this Bucs defense to stop. And, the weather could definitely play a factor. So I'll go ahead and take the Green Bay Packers to win the NFC Championship tomorrow and move on to Super Bowl 55. So good luck to the Packers tomorrow, and also good luck to the Bucs as well. We hope for a great NFC Championship game tomorrow at 3:05. Okay, moving on to the AFC Championship game tomorrow in Kansas City at 6:40. We have the Buffalo Bills going to Kansas City, Arrowhead Stadium, to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, as you know, was cleared for this game. He did pass concussion protocol. So Patrick Mahomes is good to go for this game. Again, these two teams, they did play earlier in Buffalo. I believe it was a Monday night game that was moved to Monday night due to everything going on with COVID. And the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Buffalo Bills here in Buffalo earlier this year in October. It was 26-17, the final. This game tomorrow, it's another revenge game, pretty much. The Bills lost to the Chiefs earlier this year. I look at this Buffalo Bills team. The first time they played the Chiefs earlier this year in October, they were a different team back then. The way they're playing now, they've been rolling lately. I definitely like their chances going into Kansas City. I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to be interesting to see how Patrick Mahomes looks getting cleared of the concussion protocol. He's also, dealing with a toe injury, dealing with turf toe. Let me just get right into it. I'll go ahead and give you my picks for this game. I'm going to go ahead and take the Buffalo Bills. Why? Because I just think they're the hotter team. They've been riding high. They've been riding this wave of how Josh Allen's been playing. The whole team has been playing well. They're coming off a big win, at home against the Baltimore Ravens, where they beat the Ravens pretty handily, 17-3. And not to say the Chiefs aren't a great team. I don't take anything away from them. They had a great year. I think they were fortunate to win last week against the Cleveland Browns, despite Patrick Mahomes being hurt in that game. They were able to pull out the victory 22-17 with a backup quarterback and former Dolphins quarterback Chad Henne coming in there to save the day. So they were able to beat the Browns 22-17 to move on to this AFC Championship game. But with the Chiefs, everything for me with the Chiefs depends so much on Patrick Mahomes and how he plays. And, if he's 100%, then, obviously the Chiefs are pretty hard to stop, and they're a great team at home. There's going to be a lot of fans there. Arrowhead Stadium will be packed. I believe they're letting about 16,000 in for the game tomorrow. But you got to also understand that Bills Mafia is going to be there too. A lot of Bills fans will be at this game. Bills Mafia, travels well. And, I just think Buffalo right now is the hotter team, and I just think they're going to look at the film and see what things they did wrong the first time they played the Chiefs, and they're going to make adjustments. And I just think right now Josh Allen is the better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes. And I'm going to go and take the Buffalo Bills. I think it's going to be a great game tomorrow. It's definitely going to be a close game. We anticipate possibly a shootout. Because these are probably the two best quarterbacks in the AFC this year, Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. So we anticipate a shootout. So whichever team plays better defense and plays better situational defense, to me, I think is going to win this game. And I'm going to go ahead and take the Buffalo Bills, and it has nothing to do with me, living in Buffalo. But I just believe this team right now is on a roll. And, I don't think right now anybody can stop them. And, I'm going to go ahead and take the Buffalo Bills. I am a Miami Dolphins fan, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Buffalo Bills to go into Kansas City tomorrow and knock off the Kansas City Chiefs and advance to their first Super Bowl since 1993 when it was the Jim Kelly days. And, Bills Mafia is really excited for this game tomorrow. I know they're pumped. This is the first AFC Championship game for the Bills since 1993. And, I'm confident that this Bills team can go to Kansas City and get the job done. So, shout out to Bills Mafia. And the Buffalo Bills, I'm predicting the Buffalo Bills going into Kansas City tomorrow will go ahead and knock off the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes and advance to Super Bowl 55. So there you have it, folks. The Super Bowl, my picks for the championship games tomorrow. I got the Green Bay Packers winning the NFC Championship, and I had the Buffalo Bills winning the AFC Championship. So the Super Bowl in Tampa, this is what I'm predicting. I'm predicting Buffalo versus Green Bay in Tampa. We'll see what happens tomorrow, though. Anything is possible. These games could definitely go either way. But those are my picks. Those are who I like, Buffalo versus Green Bay. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Hope everyone out there enjoys the games tomorrow. It's great to have football. It's great that we were able to make it through this football season with everything going on with COVID. And, we finally have gotten to the championship games, and they should be two classic games. What more could you hope for? In the NFC, you got Brady versus Rodgers, two of the older quarterbacks in the league. And in the AFC, you have Mahomes versus Allen, two of the younger quarterbacks in the league. Two great quarterbacks, two great teams. What more could you ask for? We just hope for two good games tomorrow, and may the best teams win. All right, but moving on, I'm about to close out the show here. Over the last 2 days, yesterday and today, we lost two great figures. One in the world of baseball. Rest in peace to the legendary Hammer and Hank Aaron, the former home run king. Rest in peace to Hank Aaron. He died yesterday morning at the age of 86 after suffering a massive stroke. Hank Aaron broke color barriers, playing baseball, playing for the Milwaukee Braves and then going back to the Deep South to play for the Atlanta Braves. He became the all-time home run king, passing Babe Ruth's long-time home run record. Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth's home run record was 714 home runs. Hank Aaron passed that with 715. I believe he finished his career with 755 career home runs. His record was later broken by Barry Bonds, who has become the all-time home run king. And obviously Barry Bonds' home run record is in question, because of the whole steroid allegations and using performance-enhancing drugs and steroids and all that stuff. So many people consider Hank Aaron to still be the all-time home run king with 755 home runs. He didn't do any performance-enhancing drugs or steroids or anything like that back in the day. But yesterday morning, we definitely lost a baseball legend and a legend in the world of sports, all-time great, Hammer and Hank Aaron. So rest in peace to one of the all-time baseball greats. You're going to be missed by the baseball world, and your legacy will forever live on. Forever live on. Number 44. Rest in peace, Hank Aaron. And then this morning, we lost all-time talk show host great on CNN. We lost Larry King. Larry King was dealing with lung cancer, and I believe he was dealing. He was suffering with COVID-19. So we lost Larry King today. This morning, he died in the hospital in Los Angeles at the age of 87. So rest in peace to the longtime great CNN talk show host Larry King. So definitely tough losing two legends like that in back-to-back days. Yesterday we lose baseball great Hank Aaron at the age of 86, and today we lose a longtime talk show host Larry King at the age of 87 due to COVID-19 complications. So definitely been a tough last 2 days losing two legends like this, one in the world of baseball and one in the world of broadcasting. So definitely rest in peace to Hank Aaron and rest in peace to Larry King Live. And my condolences to their family and friends. They will definitely be missed. But that is all the time that I have for you guys this week. I hope you enjoyed the show. Look out for my next show next week with the Week 11 recap of the Creating Young Minds Undiscovered League. I'm also going to have a guest on the show next week. I believe it's going to be Storm, the rapper, who is an up-and-coming rapper. He'll be on the show next Friday. I'm going to try to do the show. I will definitely keep you guys posted. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and make sure you follow the Creating Young Minds Undiscovered League on all the social media platforms. Again, good night to everybody out there. Have a good rest of your night, good Saturday night, and a good weekend as well. I will see you guys next time. Signing off, my name is Robert Strite, also going by Big Shot Rob, the host of Diamonds in the Rough. Take care, everybody. Good night.